saying to him that, are you out of your mind? How comes, who's going to pay you the double the amount, in terms of the value that you are asking for this property? It's only worth half of what you're asking for. What did he turn around and say? He said, you know what? Half of the value that I am asking for is for the actual value of the house. That's what it's actually worth. The other half that I am asking for is to attain the privilege of becoming the neighbor of Abdullah ibn Mubarak. Is to attain the privilege of becoming the neighbor of Abdullah ibn Mubarak. Hence the reason I have doubled the value of my house, and this is what I'm asking for. When Abdullah ibn Mubarak was told regarding this, and he was informed that, you know what, this is what your neighbor has to say about you, what did he turn around and say? He thought it out. He was a non-Muslim. He was a non-Muslim neighbor who had inflated the cost and the value of his house by double. When Abdullah ibn Mubarak was informed, he went to him and he made dua for him that, Allah, this person has such good, kind of thoughts about me, and he, regards me in such high esteem. Allah grant him hidayah. Allah grant him hidayah. According to one narration, Abdullah ibn Mubarak then went to see him. And upon going to see him, he said to him that, you know what, I heard that you've actually doubled the value and the asking price of your house. This makes me feel very happy. And you said that half of the value is due to wanting to become my neighbor. This gives me, great kind of confidence, and I feel very privileged by what you are saying. So, he said, why don't you become a Muslim? If you are that taken back by who I am and the way I am and the way I live my life, why don't you become a Muslim yourself? What did he turn around and say? In one narration, it is mentioned that he turned around and says, he says, you're asking me to become a Muslim? He says, I became a Muslim the very next day I moved next door to you. I became a Muslim the very next day I moved next door to you. So, ahsin ila jarik, takun musliman. That be show goodness and kindness towards your neighbors. And as I mentioned, I will say it again, that kindness towards your neighbor is not about showering them with gifts, but rather putting up and tolerating those little habits of them that may eat away at you inside. This is what ihsan towards your neighbors actually is. And then the last advice of the fourth advice of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was ahibba linnasi ma tuhibbu li nafsik, that love for others what you desire for yourself. Desire for yourself what you desire for others, and again takun muslima, you will become a Muslim. And the fifth advice given by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, wala tukthir ad-dihk fa inna kathrat ad-dihk tumitul qalb. That, you know what, do not engage in excessive laughing. Do not engage in excessive laughing. Many a times, especially today we sit in gatherings. And this is why, Wahab ibn Munabbi, a tabi'i, was once questioned regarding the Sahaba. Akana ashabu Rasulillahi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam yad'akun? He says, yes. He was questioned that did the Sahaba and the companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam also laugh? Were they joyous? Did they also laugh? Look at the answer he gave. He says, Na'am, wal imanu fi qulubihim a'zamu min al-jibal. He says, yes, they used to laugh, but iman in their heart was more they had more of a conviction, and the iman was more deep-rooted than the deep-rootedness of a mountain. Yes, they used to laugh. And what did he mean by that? Many a times, a person, you eat something. When you eat something, that particular thing that you've eaten, depending on what your immune system is like, some people's immune system will be able to tolerate that thing that they've eaten, whereby with other people, because their immune systems are weak, they are not able to digest that particular item that they've eaten. And hence, their body will dispose of it straight away. Whereas the others, because their immune system is very strong, they are able to kind of tolerate it, and it doesn't affect their digestive system, or it doesn't affect their health in any way whatsoever. This was the very example of the Sahaba of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Though they engaged at times in humor, in light humor, they also laughed. Yeah, but their laughing didn't affect them. But unfortunately, we are such that we have become such. In fact, that one person said that today, ad-dihku min ghayri ujbin. We laugh without reason. We laugh without reason, constantly laughing for no reason. Why are you laughing? I don't know. I just feel like laughing. No, this is not something that is advised by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah, smiling is different. I'm not saying walk around grumpy. It's a day of happiness, by the way. Yeah, I'm not saying walk around, with a face like an aubergine as well. No, we're saying smiling is a charity. Smiling is charity, and I often say smile. It doesn't cost anything. Yeah, it doesn't cost anything at all. Smiling is one thing, but engaging in excessive laughter, whereby, like they say in Arabic, that qahqaha, laughing, from deep within, and laughing really loudly in a way that you're even now disturbing the other people around you. And many a times, we laugh without any reason. And does it not actually happen that you're sat next to a person who's laughing, and you're now questioning yourself that, is he laughing at me? Is he laughing because I've done something wrong? Has he seen something in me? Does he know something about me due to which he's laughing? It makes us question ourselves. It makes us question our own integrity. But what is it? We've become so habitual. Yes, the Sahaba laugh, but today, الضحك من غير عجب, we don't even have any reason for laughing and we laugh. And not only that, وَالْأَكْلُ مِنْ غَيْرِ جُوعٍ. We even eat despite the fact that we are not hungry. We don't experience any form of hunger, yet we think we need to engage and indulge. There's no need for it. And then on the other hand, وَالْكَلَامُ مِنْ غَيْرِ حَاجَةٍ. وَالْكَلَامُ مِنْ غَيْرِ حَاجَةٍ. Again, we talk when we don't need to. We are being told that, and as the English saying goes, that, if speech is silver, then silence is gold. Learn to stay quiet. Learn to speak less. This is why another tabi'i